What's up, world? It's your girl T Fizzle. Okay, so I have been sent numerous articles about the whole Creflo Dollar going off on folks for leaving Eddie Long's church. I don't understand it at all. First of all, I'm not no big Creflo Dollar fan. Anybody who got dollar in their name and you're not a rapper, you get the side eye. I'm just wondering, is Creflo Dollar his real name, or do folks just call him that? That just sounds like a pimp name to me. Oh, there go my dude Dollar. There go my dude Creflo Dollar. That just sounds like a pimp name, but I'm just saying though. Okay, so he came out with a video, and a few people had sent it to me, and basically he's kind of going off on the congregation at Bishop Eddie Long's church, saying that if they leave him, they're no better. They're hypocrites for judging him, and we all make mistakes, which is very true. Nobody is perfect, including myself. I have my flaws, I have my issues, but there's a such thing as ethics. And I think that's what Creflo Dollar is forgetting.
You're going to leave the preacher for his wreck when you done have more wrecks. That preacher's still anointed to do what he was called to do. He just had a wreck. The blood will take care of his issues just like it'll take care of yours. And I just can't believe that people would leave their preacher because he had a wreck instead of praying for him. Man, I pray I don't ever have a wreck that you leave me, because I'm going to get up in your face and I'll forget you then. I'll tell you about yourself. Oh, you clap your hands now. But let me have a wreck. You clap your hand. I want to see how many of y'all Negroes going to still be here. Okay, all right. How many of y'all precious saints of God? See, we love to be religious, but some of the same people that are sitting here clapping their hands, hoping that I have a wreck, just so they can say, I told y'all, see there, he wasn't that perfect. I ain't never told you I was perfect. You ought to know that. Now, there's certain things that I've grown from and should never do, but if I have a wreck, I'm still going to go to heaven. Now, you might mess some stuff up based on how you treat me. See, the preacher in the city here, he's still going to go to heaven. He's cleansed. He's all right. And if you from that church that you know I'm talking about, you trying to join here, I don't want you to join here. You need to go and join where you're supposed to be.
I clearly understand forgiveness, and I understand forgiving somebody. And let's be real, Eddie Long did not molest children. He sexually coerced adults, but what kind of upsets me is the hypocrisy. This is the same man who has led numerous marches through the streets of Atlanta denouncing homosexuality. Now, you can be for or against homosexuality. That's your business. I don't care. But when you're denouncing something and then you get caught with men, that don't sit well with me. To me, he's a straight up hypocrite. Now, this is the same dude. He came out with this video talking about he was Goliath, and he has stones, and they're trying to, the media is trying to tear him down. He's going to fight. Hold on, let me play the video for y'all. Check this out. Let me refresh your memory real quick.
I've been accused. I'm under attack. I want you to know, as I said earlier, I am not a perfect man, but this thing I'm going to fight. And I want you to know one other thing. I feel like David against Goliath, but I got 5 rocks and I haven't thrown one yet.
Okay, so that's my thing. That's what got me bothered is, where's this big fight? He said he was going to fight to the end. He was going to fight tooth and nail, and now you're settling. So people have the right to judge. People have the right to question. Because if somebody falsely accused me of some shit, best believe I'm going to stick up for my reputation. The thing that bothers me with the whole Bishop Eddie Long situation is it kind of makes me question things. You know what I'm saying? It makes me question, like, dude, how strong is your faith in God? Obviously, your faith is not that strong in God, because if you really believed in God and you were such a God-fearing man, then you would know that God will pull you through. You know what I'm saying? God would have your back. If these were all lies and you had nothing to do with these men, God would have your back and God would pull you through it. So to me, for him to settle, that makes me feel like, well, damn, you have a really big lack of faith in God and you're a preacher. I'm not understanding that at all. You know what I'm saying? So Bishop Eddie Long gets the side eye for me all day, every day. He's just another DL brother, point blank, period. I guess my whole thing with Eddie Long is I feel like he's lost. You know, instead of him figuring out his issues and doing a little bit of soul searching, he wants to expand his congregation. And now he got his homeboy, Creflo Dollar, basically making folks feel bad who have left the congregation. He's making people feel like, you know what I'm saying, they have no right to judge him. They have no right to question because we all have our own sins, which is true. But at the end of the day, you're a spiritual leader. You got some explaining to do. Point blank, period. If I did some fucked up shit, people want to know, well, damn, T, you got some shit to tell us. You got some explaining to do. Now, I can choose to explain myself. I can choose not to explain myself. But I don't have the right to sit there and knock nobody's feelings or make people feel bad for not wanting to stick by me when I'm not giving them nothing to stick by. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why Creflo thinks that he can get on here and talk down to folks and make people feel bad about questioning Eddie Long. I would question anybody who got caught in a sex scandal or who was, you know what I'm saying, having sex with men, but you're supposed to be so straight and married and you hate homosexuality, but everybody who's done came up and accused you of sexual coercion is a man. No girls came up with charges. These were all men, so he has some explaining to do. If homosexuality is so wrong, what's up with these 4 guys accusing you of touching their balls and shit? You know, I don't understand it at all, and I just feel like, once again, that's why a lot of folks just don't fool with the black churches. It's always one thing after another, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I don't think anyone should allow, like, a Bishop Eddie Long or Creflo Dollar or anybody else to make their faith waver. Because if your faith can waver that much where you stop believing in God because some man on the television done fucked up, then you really never had faith to begin with. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what bothers me the most about the whole Eddie Long situation, is that you're a preacher and you didn't let God, you know what I'm saying, help you out and whatever else. You basically settled out of court. So that just made me feel like, well, damn, you have no faith. But you expect your followers to have faith in you, but you didn't have faith in the man that you preach about every Sunday. It just makes me question a lot of stuff with him. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's not for me to judge. He ain't molest nobody's baby. These were grown men. They chose to have sex with him, whatever. But at the end of the day, I just don't respect that. I don't respect how a pastor can knock somebody for choosing to leave a congregation. People have the free will to go where they want to go for worship, and that's not Creflo's place to make nobody feel bad or guilty about that. And Eddie Long needs to sit his ass down somewhere and figure out his sexuality before he tries to expand his congregation. You're losing your flock every Sunday, but you got the audacity trying to expand and build a bigger church? Like, come on, man. Take care of home before you start building other homes. You feel me? So go ahead, leave a comment. I want to know what y'all think about the whole Creflo Dollar going off on folks for leaving Bishop Eddie Long's church. And what do you guys think about the whole Eddie Long situation now that he's settled out of court? And he's paid quite a few $1 million to these 4 young men. You know, so go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. We got all types of Decepticons running around here. This is like the perfect shirt. Decepticons in the pulpit. How you doing? All right, leave a comment. Deuces.